Hello, my name is Lunchbox, and this is my Snowflake Iron Man, Snail Fangs. As an Iron Man, Snail Fangs cannot trade or get help from any other players. He stands alone. His ultimate goal is to kill every single monster in old school RuneScape in the order of their combat level. What makes Snail Fangs special is that he also cannot use, pick up, buy, or create any items until he first gets it as a drop from a monster. That means he can't even use basic gardening tools until he gets it as a drop. One day Snail Fangs will take on the game's greatest challenges, starting from the bottom. Okay, before we get started with this, let's talk about everything that I've done since last week. It's been quite a bit of time, and you may notice that I am in the middle of the MLM. So let's all see what happened. So the very first thing that I did is I got some insurance for Tiny Tempor. So this little guy is insured. I don't have to worry about losing him. Alright, I was also able to get up to 100% Hosidius favor. And the reason I did that is so that I would have access to the Hosidius kitchen so that I can cook the food that I'm using for my grind of grubby keys. The grubby keys, if you don't remember, have a chance for a crystal key and a cooked shark, which is what I'm specifically there for. They also have a chance to unlock other things, but I'm specifically doing it for the crystal key and the cooked shark. So far, I've been able to get 8 of those from the baby red dragons that I've killed. In total, I have killed 932 baby red dragons to get 8 grubby keys. At a rate of 1 in 80, I'm a little bit dry on that. Something else that comes along with being able to use these grubby keys, however, is I need level 57 thieving to get access to the room where the grubby chest is. And so as a result, I had to get level 57 thieving. And the process that I did to do that was I did bakery stalls up until level 49. In order to do bakery stalls as a training method, though, I had to get cake as a drop. So I killed some Relica guards and I got cake as a drop. I think I also got a keg of beer from that. So both the keg of beer and the cake are now unlocked for me. After level 49, I moved on to the stealing artifacts thing in Piscaralius. As a result, I needed to get 75 Piscaralius favor for that. So I just did some grubs. I got the grubs out of the ground to get 75, and being able to go from 49 to 55 doing the stealing artifacts method, I got to 100% Piscaralius favor as well. After I got to 55 thieving, I went straight to RD Knights and I didn't go straight to RD Knights. I went and got the rogue outfit first, and then I did RD Knights to 57. So now I have 57 thieving, and I can actually open these grubby keys. So, interestingly enough, I actually started running out of runes. I finally made it through my stash of mind runes, and honestly, I think I'm just going to be going chaos runes from here on out. The mind runes are cheap and they're easy to get money for, but chaos runes seem like they are going to be so much faster for my magic training. I eventually need to get up to 90 magic, so it's going to be a bit of a trek doing that with mind runes, so I think a chaos rune upgrade for that will be good. Either way, I am in the process of kind of making like getting like a better money-making method for myself, which I think the best thing that I have access to right now is making and alching steel plate bodies. However, I need a couple of things to do that. Specifically, I need 58 smithing, and I am doing that by training here at MLM. I'm getting a whole bunch of coal and iron. Where are they? Now I'm getting a whole bunch of coal. I'll be getting iron in the mining guild just north of here after I am done with the coal acquisition. Yeah, so I can get up to 48 smithing via the superheat item spell. So this is going to be like a double whammy for me. I'm going to be getting the magic XP that I need as well as the smithing XP that I need. So it kind of boosts my magic level while also getting up to the smithing level I'll need to alch the steel plate bodies. my account being the way that it is, I needed to get a steel bar unlocked, so I killed some black knights to get that steel bar. Oh, and funnily enough, along the way, while I was doing my thieving training, I got a random event and got a cosmic talisman from it. Yeah, and I also killed a whole bunch of possessed pickaxes in hopes to get a rune pickaxe or an adamant pickaxe or something, so that it would make this mining and smithing grind a little bit faster, but I've killed 486 possessed pickaxes, and I haven't gotten either a addy pickaxe or a rune pickaxe, so a bit dry on that, but I did get 2 new unlocks from them. I got 2 ancient shards and a dark totem base, so that is a really nice thing for eventually when I need to do Scotizo, but for now I have those items unlocked, so that's kind of fun. I was also able to do 1 medium clue, so let's open that and see what it's all about. Did I get lucky? Oh, nice! A addy plate body. That's pretty good. That is going to be really nice for training smithing down the line, but for now it is what it is. It's not really an upgrade to my rune chain body, so I'll just take it for what it is. Oh, yeah, and I've already shown you, but here is where my stats are sitting as of right now. Here's like a little comparison between them and what they were at the beginning of last episode. And as you can see, I got a whole bunch of thieving XP, as well as some mining and some smithing, because that's what I've been working on. But yeah, that is it for the catch-up for what I've been doing since the last bit of recording. It wasn't as much as last week, but, you know, I'm still progressing the account passively in between recording sessions. Okay, I figure I may as well open up my grubby keys now that I have them, so let me go ahead and open up all these grubby keys and show you the highlights. Okay, so here's the first 2 keys. Let's see what I get. Okay, ranging potion and super defense, very nice. As well as egg potato and shark, so that is one of the things that we came here for. And the second one is basically a whole bunch of the same stuff. Okay, and the second batch of keys. Aha, there we go. Nice. Okay, so this crystal key is good enough to unlock crystal keys for me, so I can now make and use my crystal keys. That's pretty big. That unlocks a uncut dragonstone, I believe. Yeah, the cut dragonstone I think is still locked out behind something. Let me double check. Ooh, the cut dragonstone is locked out behind something, but it's only a 1 in 19 drop rate from a dragon impling, which isn't too bad. Yeah, that's good to know. I might add dragon implings to my list here. Yeah, that is good enough for me. Okay, so these cut dragonstones are right there on my to-do list, so let me just open up the rest of these keys and continue on. Oh, astral runes, that's also a good unlock. Oh, I didn't even say anything. I also got some prayer potions unlocked. That's a pretty big one too. Okay, 2 more keys. Ooh, super attack unlocked, super strength. Very nice. Some actual dragon bones. Oh, that's very good. Sweet. Okay, and the final 2 keys. Ooh, Cerebrus. Okay, nice. So those are pretty good as well. It's showing that the some of these are unlocks, like that Super Restore 2. That's simply just because I haven't gotten a Super Restore 2 yet. I have Super Restores in the bank, so let me just show everything that I got from this real quick. Okay, here's all the actual new unlocks that I've gotten. I got ranging potions are now unlocked, Saradaman brews are now unlocked, super strength potions, and regular prayer potions are unlocked. I also got egg potatoes and sharks unlocked, so that's very good. And I also unlocked that crystal key in full now, so I can actually combine and use all of these crystal keys. Let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Oh, actually, and before I head out, the other items that I got was the astral runes and the dragon bones. So let me organize this, go and actually unlock the crystal chest and get a whole bunch of nice goodies from that too. Okay, and for the crystal keys, this is pretty big. We've been waiting for this for a little while. I'm glad that this is actually unlocked now. There we go, Dragonstone unlocked. Okay, yeah, let me go open the rest of these. And no additional new unlocks from the other keys. So that wraps up pretty much all of the backlog stuff that I was working on since last week. So let's jump right on into the next combat bracket. Okay, first up on the list for the level 53 creatures is a level 53 Lizardmen. These guys are actually pretty big for unlocks on the account. Let me just turn on Protect from Range real quick. What these guys provide is a couple of things that I am going to be grinding out eventually. The Xerician top and the Xerician bottoms can both be made from the drop that these guys have, which is Xerician fabric. They are both upgrades to my current gear of Blue Wizard Robe and Saradomin Robe Legs. Now granted, the Mystic Hat is still better than the Xerician Hat, but the actual chest and legs are better. So I'm going to be grinding those out when I get to that point. Come on. Get out from underneath Timberos. Lizardman. Yeah, so I'll think of a better way to actually grind these guys out. Oh, do these guys not drop Xerician fabric every time? Here, let me double check something real quick. Oh, okay, so it's not a guaranteed drop for the Xerician fabric. Either way, I'm going to be eventually grinding these guys out for a Xerix Talisman and also an upgrade to my Wizard Robes and Legs. Okay, next up on the list is a level 53 Joger. So these Jogers are actually kind of a big unlock. What they do is they have a small chance of dropping a pineapple, and the pineapple is needed to complete the recipe for disaster for me, or at least the first little bit of it, so that I can get in and do the scratch part of it. So I am going to kill this Joger and then grind it out until I get a pineapple drop. And there we go, pineapple down. Oh, it also gets me some Joker bones, fantastic, so maybe I won't, yeah, I'm interested in these Joker bones, but yeah, I'm only really needing the pineapple, so I'm gonna go get another teleport, another law rune so that I can just grab the pineapple when I get the drop. Oh, there it is, finally. That took a lot longer than it probably should have, but that is pineapple unlocked. That was 28 Jokers for a 1 in 16 drop. I guess it could have been worse. Either way, let's go and take care of the Jubbly Bird now. It is level 9, but first I have to do Recipe for Disaster. So I'll see you when that happens. And there we go. The first part of Recipe for Disaster is done. Now I just got to start the actual scratch part. This monstrosity should summon a level 9 Jubbly Bird. So let's see what happens with that. Oh, there it is, a level 9 Jubbly Bird. Let me get a little bit closer to it. Oh, no, I don't want to fight you. There we go. Level 9 Jubbly Bird coming off the list, finally. There we are. Pluck this thing. Gosh, that's some big meat. And there we are. The scratch section of Recipe for Disaster is done. That means I get access to the Colomancer's chest. Oh, 30 crafting with that as well. And here we are. Nice. A bank chest at the basement of the Lumbridge Castle. I think I can also buy items in here. What can I get? I can get the hard leather gloves and the bronze gloves. Let me check how different these are from my current gear. Okay, so it looks like the spiky red vambraces are still my best in slot for my melee and ranged gloves, and the mystic gloves are going to still be my best in slot for the magic version of that. So actually, no, it looks like my, yeah, except for the magic. Okay, so yeah, these bronze gloves aren't actually an upgrade for anything. Yeah, what a shame. So with the level 53 Joker and the subsequent Jubbly Bird off the list, next up is a level 53 Knight of Ardone. Unfortunately, this knight is only part of the Song of the Elves quest, so it is going on the list until then. Next up on the list is a level 53 Ravager. These are just found in the Pest Control minigame, both on the Novice and the Intermediate difficulty. And after the level 53 Ravager is a level 53 Ogre. So this Ogre actually unlocks a new thing for us. This is the first chance to get an Ensouled Ogre Head. So I'm going to be here until I get a Ensouled Ogre Head at a rate of 1 in 30. There we go. Oh. Now I just gotta stick around and kill these guys until I get the 1 in 30 drop of an Ensouled Ogre Head. So I'll see you when that happens. Hey, there we go, an Ensouled Ogre Head. Fantastic. Let me go get the Reanimated Ogre checked off the list. Okay, here is the Ensouled Ogre Head, more specifically the Reanimated Ogre. Oh, I am not on the right spellbook. Hold on, there we go. There we go. Now it's the Reanimated Ogre time. There we go. Reanimated Ogre off the list. Next up is the level 53 Zombies. These are only found in the Stronghold of Security on this level. There it goes. Awesome. Let me do this dunce event. So yeah, I am still dumping all of my books of knowledge into Herblore, which is why you occasionally see it going up in level. Okay, so the next one up on the list is the level 53 Witches Experiment, which is the last of the transformations for the Witch's House quest. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get all of the other Witches Experiments out of the way as well. And then I also have to go over to Nightmare Zone after we're done to get the hard version of the first experiment, which is level 47. So let's do the quest, and then when we get to that part, I'll go through all of the experiments. Okay, here is the first Witch's Experiment. You can safe spot all of the super dangerous ones just over here. So this is a fairly easy thing to kill. So there's the level 19 one, and the level 31. And the level 42 one. And finally, the level 53 one. There we are. Now we can grab this ball and go help out that little boy. Let's finish up this quest. There we are. Witch's House done. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to have to get kind of lucky. Essentially, I need to have the Witch's Experiment spawn first in the Nightmare Zone so that I can kill just it. I only have stuff activated that can deal melee damage to me, but I also need to protect myself from them until I can get a power-up that kills them if it's not the Witch's Experiment. Okay, looks like we got lucky, so I'm just going to protect from melee and just kill this level 47 Witch's Experiment. There we are. That was pretty easy. Now I can just get on out of here as if this never happened. Next up on the list is a animated steel armor. This is found in Tarn's Lair, so it's actually locked out behind access to Tarn's Lair, which is locked out behind access to the Haunted Mine quest, and the Haunted Mine is locked out behind a level 95 creature. So it's going onto the list for now. Okay, next up is a level 53 Ice Giant. I remember these Ice Giants showing up during the Client of Corinne quest when I did that on my main, so may as well kill them here. It's not like people actually end up killing things here anyway, but yeah, these guys do drop some interesting stuff. Let's go over that real quick while this guy's dying. First, they drop iron plate legs, which I need for one of my lockouts, which is the reanimated iron armor in the Warriors Guild. So this guy drops a iron plate legs at a rate of 1 in 128, so I'm actually going to be here until I get one of those drops. Aside from that, they also drop mithril maces, mithril square shields, and black kite shields. An interesting fun fact, if you did not know, black kite shields from these guys in the wilderness have a higher drop rate on non-member worlds than they do on member worlds. I got that from somebody else, I forgot exactly who it was, but it's a fun little fun fact. Oh, these guys also drop jugs of wine and bananas. I will also need a banana for something else down the line. So I'm going to be happy if I do get a banana, but I don't need to grind it out specifically here. Yep, I'll be here for a little while killing level 53 Ice Giants until I get an iron plate body drop, or plate leg drop. So, see you then. Oh yeah, there we go. An iron plate legs, very nice. Along with the iron plate legs, I also needed the iron plate body to be able to complete the full set for the animated iron armor, and here's me getting that drop. And with all that out of the way, I can finally go and kill the animated iron armor. It's level 23. Been waiting for this for a while. And there we are. Well, the legs went away. It's like a low chance for that to happen. 1 second. Yeah, it's like a low chance for items to be destroyed when you kill them, and I have yet to kill one of these animated armors and not have it destroy something. Whatever. I can at least still make it again because I have it as a... where is it? I have it as a placeholder in my bank, so we're good there. Alright, and on that note, I think I'm going to wrap up this week's episode. Only was able to get through the level 53 combat bracket, but I got to take a look into the next combat bracket, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it all done by the end of this week, so I might as well just push it into next week. Just as like a little sneak preview, the very first thing on the list for the Combat 54 is a Hobgoblin guard, which goes in the guard space of your oubliette. That requires 78 construction. Well, I'm going to need like almost 4 mil for that, so I need to obtain that 4 mil, and I would like to do it through alching steel plate bodies and getting my smithing up and so on from there. But yeah, I got a bit of work on that to take care of, so I'll be working on that in the meantime, and I will see you next week.